might be broken down, but I'm smiling. I keep my head up high, though I fail. Sometimes I get a bit emotional, but then I turn around and let it go. I see you watching me from a distance. I see you can't decide what to feel.
My name is Becca. Today we are going to be decluttering, and we are going to be going through absolutely everything. I'm going to include a little bit of cleaning footage in here, but we are strictly decluttering. I'm going to go through the kitchen. I went through my kids' closet. You'll see a lot of footage. I did most of it off camera, but I'm just going to include what we are getting rid of. A lot of clothes, puzzles, games, things that we've just kind of outgrown or are ready for like the next phase of puzzles or the next phase of books and things like that, just making space. My name is Becca. I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom and a full-time homeschooling mom. If you are interested in any cleaning, gardening, decluttering today, spring cleaning, decorating, shopping, anything like that, then don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification. That way you get notified anytime I do upload a new video. This one is going to be a long one. I'm like halfway through my coffee to save my day. It's like the middle of spring. Spring has just started, but we are so ready for springtime, and it's starting to get warm. We just came in from outside, so I'm like in go mode. We just have so much going on. We're ending our school year. We're starting a garden. We expanded like the whole other half of the backyard garden. So we've got a lot going on, but I am just in that mode where I want everything gone. I have a huge pile by the books and games and clothes and all kinds of stuff. And some of it I'm selling and some of it we're just donating. So there's a lot. We've got a lot to do. I'm gonna get to outside tomorrow. I did do quite a bit of decluttering in our like outside, it's almost like our pool. We leave like the lounge cover, chair cushions, whatever they're called, all of our pool toys and summer toys and things like that. A lot of it I did off camera, but I'll try to include some footage of straightening out. And I think I'm gonna do a second round in the backyard of just things that need to go, hanging out in the lawn since last year that are broken or we don't use, what have you. I have one more pile of clothes, and I'll show you like the whole pile of clothes I'm getting rid of. My youngest is 4, my oldest is 6. And so I don't have the need to hang on to anything that's like 3T, 4T. My kids are just growing so fast and we don't have the space. So I'm gonna do the rest of their clothing today. And then I need to bag all that up and just get it out of the house. And then I'm going to go through my clothes. My husband does his clothes and his side of the closet. I'm gonna do my side of the closet, and a lot of this stuff I've decluttered before, and then I go to give it away and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to, and I hang on to it and I put it back in the closet. So today's like the day. I'm done. Like I'm so done with my drawers being full. My closet is full. There's things I've had since my gosh, my youngest or my oldest is 6. There's things I've had before I was a stay-at-home mom. I was a flight attendant and I went to training, and I purchased like office clothes and I'm never gonna wear them again. So it's just like time to let it go. I've held on to them for 6 years. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna need it. And it's like, no, I don't. So things like that, like I just don't need. Or like dresses. I talked about it in another video, but I didn't include the footage. There's like dresses that I love. They look amazing on the hanger, and then I put them on and I just like, you know, I like twiddle with it, or I need a sweater to feel cute. I just want stuff that like I absolutely adore, and if I don't, like it's time to go. So if you're looking for motivation, this is going to be your video. I'm just going to do it while I have the time. The kids are watching a show. We did school today. It's like an hour and a half before dinner, so it gives me a time frame. Few tips for if you're decluttering. Give yourself a time frame. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm going to give myself an hour and a half because I'm going to make a huge pile and it's going to be a mess, but I know that I can clean it up. And if I see all of it in front of me, then I know like, okay, this is just, it's too much. So give yourself a time frame. If you are the type of personality that can handle a big mess like that, you're going to make a mess. To clean up the mess, then put everything out in front of you. If you can't handle that, then do it in bite-sized pieces, drawer by drawer maybe, or like, you know, maybe winter clothes, summer clothes, spring clothes, or maybe just do all shirts one day and then pants the next day. And then make a pile for things that you can sell if you have the energy to do that, because it takes a lot of time. A lot of people flake, or you know, whatever. If you want to sell to make some extra cash, do that. Make a pile for that. Make a pile for trash if things are not in good condition, and then make a pile for donation, or just use trash bags, whatever you do. And then once you have it ready, go put it in your car. Do not leave it in your house. I make that mistake all the time. These things, a lot of these kids' items I am going to sell, and if they don't, they're by the door, so there's no excuse to bring them back down the hallway. So if you're done, take your items to the car. That way you're out. If you're out to go grab coffee or you go shopping at the grocery store, you have no reason not to drop it off at a donation center, give it to your friend, what have you. So let's get on into it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been a long time since I've done a really long decluttering video, and I just feel like it's so utterly necessary. I'm going to do a quick pass through the kitchen. There's a set of dishes I decluttered, and then again I put them back in the cabinet. They need to go. They're taking up too much space. We hardly ever use them, and I think I'll do like a real true declutter when I have the time. But right now I'm just looking at like things that I know mentally are taking up like that mental clutter. So cheers.
If you dig a little deeper, boy, you know you really want to get to know me.
So before we get into the decluttering, I wanted to share a quick grocery haul, and then we'll wash some fruit and get stuff ready for the week. My main goal for this weekend was to make sure that I actually paid attention to the things I was decluttering. I'm trying to avoid decluttering as often, or decluttering the same items and then bringing them back into the house if they don't make it to the door, like I said before, or if they don't actually make it into my car. I feel like I'm more inclined to just put it back and shove it where it was before, because I'm tired of looking at it and kind of second guessing. I am not the type of person that when I declutter, I can have a pile of maybes. It's either on the spot yes or no. I feel like if you're sort of like the wavy person in that kind of decision making, make it just super simple, a yes or a no. If you can kind of teeter on the line and say, well, maybe, then that's perfectly okay. I've seen the trick where you put something in your closet and you hang the hanger backwards. That way, if you know you haven't touched it in 1 month, 6 months, 5 months, then you know, okay, it's time to declutter this because I haven't worn it. Ever see those salsas in the store? Definitely pick them up. I feel like we picked up a lot of pantry items lately, and I don't know what is going on, but our fruit section was amazing this week. I feel like sometimes it's hit or miss. Either we do all of our shopping at one store and they have everything we need, and then there's sometimes I feel like lately we've been shopping at like 3 or 4 stores, and it just seems to work out better. You can find more items on sale. You know, we go to one store for fruit, like Trader Joe's. They always have everything we need. And then we'll go to another store for like pantry items. It was a really windy day this day that I was doing fruit. Anyways, back to the decluttering. If you are struggling to declutter your home, I promise you, if you take it just 1 or 2 steps at a time, then that is going to be your best friend. I have found over the last year or so, maybe the last 8 or 6 months, that decluttering 1 space at a time is honestly a lot easier on my brain. And I think that decluttering the whole house, I've done it before, but I feel like I don't pay as much attention to all of the small items. I am just overwhelmed with all of the small items, and I've done quite a bit of work in my kiddos' room off camera just because it's their space and they do it with me. But we have gotten rid of so many items that I'm guilty of bringing in the house. But oh my gosh, it is so nice to see a lot of that tchotchke stuff go. Obviously, we bring it in the house, we're the parents, but when you see it in front, like the overwhelming feeling that I get, I can't imagine that my kids get, and I never want that for them. So we are working towards progress. If you ever see these strawberries, they're like a pineapple strawberry flavor. Everybody loved them. They were extremely sweet. I tried to propagate some of the seeds, but that didn't work out. We ran into another store. I think we were in Save Mart. We picked up a ton of meat. They had like a 4 for $25 sale, or 4 for $20, which I thought was great. We used Italian sausage in soups, and honestly, they just had some really intriguing things. So we picked up a bunch of stuff and threw those in the freezer. I'm going to go ahead and unpack that, and then I'll share Trader Joe's. Fast forward if you want. I'll have chapters in here, if I remember while I'm editing, to put things in here so that you can just jump around and go towards the actual decluttering. But I'm just sharing this was sort of our week. It was sort of a hodgepodge, and you know what? Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you have a list in your brain. You're like, I'm going to get XYZ done, and then you end up just doing something completely different. Nothing really gets done on your mental list, but things get done that needed to get done. And this was, I guess, a pantry stock up and a freezer stock up. We stocked up quite a bit. So we ran into Trader Joe's. I'll just let this footage play, and then we will move on into the decluttering.
Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Jump on my roller coaster and hold tight. It won't be easy, but it'll be fun. Sometimes it goes the whole way up.
if you've ever made that banana muffin or banana bread mix. I'm super intrigued by that. Every time I have ripe bananas, I forget that this is actually in the pantry. If you geek out over seeds, I'm finding out that I am falling in love with different flower varieties. So this company, I worked with them on Amazon, and I'm pretty excited to plant some of these. Sunflowers are definitely my favorite, as well as carnations. I feel like they last absolutely forever. So I got this package in the mail and I was excited to see what was in here. When it comes to decluttering, I have the hardest time decluttering my kids' books. I feel like it's been maybe like a good 2 years before I've decluttered, a substantial amount, but our bookshelves are exploding. We homeschool and it is so hard to turn down books. So I had quite a few homeschool items. I actually did sell those for a few dollars, and then I was able to get rid of some books. I sold a few of them, and then a lot of them we just ended up giving them away. And these are all ones that we've read time and time and time again. I keep quite a bit of my kids' favorites. I keep a lot of their baby books, like their first book and things like that, for their memory boxes. And then, like I mentioned before, we went through all of their puzzles. And I don't know why, I've been so bad about rotating. I used to rotate toys and rotate puzzles and things like that, but my kids have kind of aged out of the whole toy rotation. They just tell me what they want, they get it out, or I get it out for them. All of these were extremely just a little bit younger for my kiddos, so it was like, you know what, it's time to just get rid of these. And when I tell you the amount of space that this cleared out in the closet was amazing. So I'm gonna put everything by the front door. Either A, we're gonna sell it, or B, we're just gonna gift it to somebody. So when it's by the door, it's like, no, there's no point in me walking it back to their closet, or in I call it my mommy closet, the storage closet, the homeschool, anything. It doesn't need to go anywhere. So there was so much that I was able to get rid of. I got rid of picture frames, costumes, so many different things. And as this video kept going, it was filmed over a few days, I kept finding one thing here, and I promise you, if you feel like you're not making any sort of progress, every item that you add is one more item that you're not taking up clutter mentally in your brain, or taking up any sort of clutter in your actual home. So with their clothes, I'm pretty good about rotating because my kids are so close in age. They kind of can grow out of things, and we'll save some stuff. But my youngest is 4 going on 5, so now we're at the stage where I actually don't have a reason to save anything. We don't have anybody else younger, so anything that he grows out of is an obvious automatic donation. But for my oldest, we have quite the stash now from him of things that I can save for my youngest. So I'm just going to go to town, and I'm going to go through things that either A, are super worn out, which are good for outside clothes for my youngest, or things that just don't fit, look tattered, or things that we can pass down. And I try to limit it to 1 bin per season. So I have like one item of things that 1 bin he can grow into. And if my youngest when he's on that size, if he wants them, great. If he doesn't, we'll donate them. But I do like to save them if they're in good condition. Why not? So I'm going to get that done. Grab something that you need to donate, get it done with me. Go through your junk drawer, go through a drawer in your closet, go through your kids' bookshelf like I did. My kids' room was an entire 3-day project. It was quite a bit. There was way more that we got rid of. So take your time. Decluttering is amazing when you see it on social media all done in one video, and I am guilty of watching videos like that, like, oh my gosh, I have to do my whole house. But it's just not real life for me at this stage and in this season. So do what feels right for you. Don't compare to something that you see on social media or something you see in a 30-second reel. Do it in your own time, in your own space, and do it in a manner that serves you and your brain and your home.
Want your kisses in the morning light. Wanna be next to you every night. No, I shouldn't love you, but I might. 'Cause your lips, they taste like cherry wine. You're no good for me. We're so bittersweet, but I still want you. my sorrows. Maybe one night you can play the hero, even if I know it's only for show. You're no good for me, we're so bittersweet, but I still want you, I do. Baby, can't you see what you do to me? I just can't resist you.
Guys, go through clothes if you have kiddos that are younger and are, you know, clothes that you can save for a younger kiddo. I always have them try them on, like, hey, do you like this? If they're interested in it, then we'll save it. If they're not interested in it, we always give them the option, then we'll donate it. And obviously if they're in really bad shape, we'll trash it, and then anything that's in good shape we will donate. I was pulling out stuff in here, you guys. I had no idea I had actually saved, and a lot of this I think is 5T, so it's almost like a whole nother season, a whole nother year away. So we had quite a bit. I have used this bin system. These bins are falling apart. This is everything that I was able to donate. I did post some pictures and put this on Facebook for free because it was just kind of like a hodgepodge. There was like matching jammies. A lot of it was my younger kiddos' clothes and things that we obviously aren't going to save because we don't have younger ones anymore, which makes my heart sad, but honestly it's just so nice to see a lot of this go. So it was quite a bit, but it was a lot of stuff that was just taking up so much space. The bins are from Dollar Tree and they're falling apart. I need to replace them. It's one of those things you don't think about because you shut the door in the closet and then I don't see it for a whole nother day. But it's great because everything that's clean, my kids put their clothes away all the time. They shove them in the drawers. If it's folded, great. If it's not, we really don't care. As long as everything's clean, I know it's in the drawer. If it's not, it's in the laundry room. So it works out, and it was just so nice to free up a lot of space. These dishes, I've decluttered these, I feel like twice on my channel, and then I go to, you know, put them in something, and it's like, well, I don't have a box. If I put them in a bag, they're going to break. But at the time I get them to the trunk in the car, and today I was over it. I was like, you know what? These cabinets are so full. We don't use these. I don't reach for them. They just need to go. My kids are singing in the background. They're doing sensory play with their water table, so you're gonna hear that. So I took those out. I didn't do a full kitchen declutter. I was just kind of crammed for time, and when I give myself a time, I feel like I work so much better under pressure. I'm gonna do my clothes now that I've gone through the boys' clothes. I've gone through their room. It is slowly becoming our turn. As you guys are watching this, we are currently renovating our bathroom. We had a water leak and we were kind of forced into doing new floor, which we were a little bummed about. We got a ton of estimates and found out it was way cheaper to DIY the vinyl plank flooring ourselves, and my husband and I are thoroughly impressed with how easy it was to put together. So I have done my closet maybe 2 or 3 times in the last 2 years, and I created a capsule wardrobe. I have a video on my channel. I still wear like 90% of those clothes, and those are the only clothes I reach for. I have accumulated quite the stash of dresses, and a lot of the dresses I wear, but there's so many of them that I feel like just don't fit right anymore. My weight fluctuates all the time, and I feel like if they don't fit me the right way, or I don't feel, you know, 100% confident in a pair of shorts or a dress, it is time to go. So I did have some maybe piles. I put them back in the closet, but I will say that since this video, I have gotten rid of probably like 40% of what you see. That back pile of shorts are shorts that I just feel like don't fit in this season of life. They're like either a little too tight, a little too short. I don't know. I feel like I have things that fit my hips and then they don't fit my thighs right, or they'll fit, you know, my shoulders, but not in my waist.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight, didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that
I found that most of my clothes lately come from either Costco or Old Navy. I feel like Costco has amazing deals on like linen pants, linen shorts, and they wash great. If I forget them in the dryer, they're, you know, they're not so wrinkled that I actually feel like I don't look put together. So Costco for the win. And a lot of those tank tops over there, I'm second guessing. I got a bunch of these like spaghetti strap tank tops, one to do yard work in from Walmart, and I feel like, I don't know, I don't really wear them. And then I was asking my husband and my kids, I always ask them like yes or no. These sweaters, let me know what you think, because I've had these for oh my goodness, years and years. And I wear them with dresses, but I feel like they're just not flattering. It's like that wonky, I don't know if you ever put on a sweater and it's like short in the back but long in the front. These sweaters I got rid of. I've been hanging on to these. Those are the ones I was talking about in the beginning of the video. I've had them for like, oh my god, like 8 or 9 years, and I wore them, you know, for that time period I was in training. And I've never worn them again. And I'm like, well, you know, one day I'll use them. And it's like, well, I've never been in an office. Again, it's been so many years. And then my dress collection. Those 3 back dresses, the dress that's blue with like white flowers on it, I literally have had it in my closet for a year and a half. I never wore it. The other one needs to be hemmed. It's a little bit too large in certain areas. And I feel like if I'm second guessing it and I haven't worn it out, like actually out of the house, then it just needs to go. I hope that you guys are enjoying this video. I hope that it gave you a little bit of motivation to, one, tackle that big project that you've been wanting to tackle, but also give yourself the time and the grace to get it done. I'm going to put everything back. Is everything folded perfectly? No, but we're going for progress here. I can open my drawers and they're not exploding. I got rid of quite a bit, and I have an idea of what I also need to get rid of, that little maybe pile that I have. I've tried the hanger trick. It works pretty well, but honestly, you can just forget about it and then things pile up again. So again, thank you for hanging out with me today. If you spent any of your time with me, it genuinely means the world. Time is so precious, and I feel like there is never enough time in the day. So if you spent, you know, 30 seconds, the whole video, I appreciate you and I appreciate your time. I hope that you guys really do just give yourself grace. I feel like, if I'm just being honest, it is a overwhelming feeling lately with my home, and I feel like there is just so many things that I want to do, need to do, and it never ends. So I hope that you give yourself grace to, one, tackle what you think is the priority, and just to be present with your family. I'll see you guys in the next video.